Worth noting that Smith has only made one appearance in the light heavyweight division for the UFC. He is a former middleweight fighter. Lord only knows how he did that.
It was interesting earlier this week, John. He said that he knows what to expect from Shogun, which is why he doesn't have a great deal of fear coming into this. He knows what Shogun brings to the table. He's been watching his career for so many years. So
yes,
he feels
says
like
he hasn't really changed in recent times, Dan.
Feels like he has a good read on him. Feels like he has a plan to counter what Shogun brings to the table. But the aggression of Shogun is what always set him apart. Whoa! Right hand over the top for Shogun there straight away.
And I think both fighters understand that they were going to meet in the center of the octagon and someone was possibly going to fall down.
Nice feints from Smith. Testing the reactions of Shogun, who's trying to start relaxed here.
A short notice call-up for Smith, which made it a bit of a tricky one for Shogun, but actually when you consider...
Oh! Front kick to the face!
Wow.
Anthony is in and out of range here. He picked a nice left hook for a second there. Oh, and again, Shogun's on his heels.
Big shot here.
Oh,
the lion heart comes forward.
Shogun's on the picture. How is he still standing?
Massive right hand. There it is. Anthony Lion Smith takes out another legend.
Amazing, amazing, incredibly impressive for Lionheart Smith. Just cerebral, clinical destruction all the way through.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Jacasey in the black, Hackparast in the grey.
Nice front kick from Jacasey, who's doing a very good job of showing his range advantage here. Long jabs, front kicks. Keeping Hackparast on the outside at the moment, but at some point Hackparast is going to make his way inside that punching range and start throwing heavy bombs.
Telling me about the sacrifices he continues to make by going out to Miami, Florida and training at American Top Team. Actually really pulling on my heartstrings when talking about his young family and having to FaceTime. And you know, after his last fight with Dan Hooker, he went straight back to work out there. He knows what he has to do.
Certainly got Jacasey's attention. Oh!
Lovely. I was just about to say, look out for the boxing of Mark Jacasey, because I feel that's where a big emphasis has been for this fight.
Now, Jacasey switching back and forth in his direction.
Big shots there from Hackparast as he keeps a former Bama lightweight champion, and he's getting tagged here. Hackparast with very heavy hands, bringing the force and the pressure.
Big knees to the midsection.
Working up and over is Hackparast. Jacasey just smiling at him. Hackparast showing really good fundamentals in this first round. Got some time at GSP's private gym as well.
Really good work again from Hackparast. He's picking his shots very well. Nice elbow on the inside as well. Jacasey looking a little more concerned now. He's not able to get space from Hackparast. Beautiful again. Now he's spotting Jacasey's level changing from those hooks, and he's coming with the uppercut straight up the center. Nice jab. There's the uppercuts again. Knees
nice
to the midsection.
Work. Look to the outside trip. Brilliant octagon control here from Hackparast, and it's setting everything up really nicely.
Oh! Left hook from Jacasey on the counter.
Last few seconds in this sparkling opening round. We'll be back with round number 2 from Hamburg. Jacasey representing American Top Team. 2 of the very best gyms in the business are in the building.
Oh, and again with the high kick. Good defensive work from Hackparast.
When Jacasey first got to American Top Team, he broke a man's arm with his body kicks.
Again, nice work to the body from Jacasey, but again, he's finding himself starved of space.
Jacasey working behind that jab. But Hackparast just firing straight through that left hand from the southpaw stance. Hackparast
is doing a good job of looking for that counter right hook when Jacasey's throwing his uppercut. look
That's
at
a
that.
really nice combination that's working out for him. That's the third time that's worked for Diakiese. Intelligent movement here by Hackparast.
He's doing an excellent job of cutting the octagon off. He's not chasing Diakiese. You'll see as Diakiese circles away, Hackparast is not just following him. He's not treading in the same footsteps that Diakiese is. He's cutting him off. He's painting him into corners, which is forcing Diakiese to trade punches with him.
I know you're...
Hackparast now giving him the centre of the octagon, which is dangerous against someone as fast as Mark Diakiese.
Diakiese working behind that jab from the centre of the octagon, but Hackparast doing so well to counter and steal away that position. There you go again. Ducks down and throws that big left hand over the top.
I wonder whether perhaps he's trying to now let Diakiese throw first so he can start to counter. There we go, beautiful. Comes up on the inside of the jab with the lead uppercut. There's the counter left.
Does throw hard and heavy.
Nice front kick to the midsection from Diakiese. Hackparast with the stagger step.
All of Hackparast's wins have come by way of knockouts, all 8. He has never been to a decision and won. If he gets it done emphatically.
Diakiese's doing a good job of cutting angles as he's moving backwards, which is to an extent forcing Hackparast's combination to fall short. That was a really nice punch. But you'll see now, as Hackparast starts to push forward, Diakiese puts an angle on that, and that was nice. That was a good lead uppercut. Even if Hackparast isn't landing cleanly on Diakiese, he's landing on the guard, you can still see the power is upsetting the balance of Mark Diakiese.
Yeah, Hackparast has really concocted something in that left hand. It's measured nicely for Diakiese. He retreats. Hackparast very patient. Very mature performance.
That was nice.
Now he puts the pressure on.
Cut him off really well with the right hook there.
He's turning up the gas mark now. End of the round.
Yeah, Faraz Zahabi's the master of game planning, and he likes his fighters to stick to it, especially if it's being successful in the fight. Nice work here, Hackparast again. Beautiful work. Diakiese looks for that switch knee. Hackparast didn't lower his head low enough to catch it though, but nice teep to the midsection to follow.
Hackparast just doesn't respect the hands of Diakiese. He's got to start showing him some different stuff. Look at that once again, just covering so much distance with their power hand.
Diakiese has to throw some stuff as he's moving backwards. There's nothing to deter Hackparast from moving forward. Oh, look at this. Level change. Beautiful work.
Lovely Harai-Goshi attempt there from Hackparast.
Diakiese, for my money, is just too happy to land on the guard of Hackparast. It's simply not working out for him.
He's fallen to his back. Hackparast,
oh, look at this.
Like a great white shark at the moment, smelling blood.
Diakiese's got to move in this position. Hackparast is going to swarm him with punches if he starts to stand up. He's got to be very cautious here. Does Hackparast drag him back down to the mat?
Look at the total strikes round by round. Hackparast really overcoming and doubling up, tripling up the effort sometimes of Mark Diakiese.
Beautiful outside low kick. Half kick, took the base away of Diakiese. Oh, a nice body kick. Double left hand there. Now we're seeing some blood from the eye of Mark Diakiese. One of those left hands got through.
6th visit to TriStar for Hackparast. It most certainly is for Nasrat Hackparast, as once again he leads in with that left hand. Last 45 seconds in the 3rd and final round here in the lightweight division matchup.
Again, swarms forward with punches.
Yeah, and what a lovely vocabulary of punches as well, Dan.
The uppercut hook combinations are causing Mark Diakiese to eat punches that he's trying to cover. His chin's being lifted up from the uppercut, and then he's taking the left hand over the top.
Last few seconds here in Hamburg. And that is the end of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26 for the winner by unanimous decision,
Lots of movement early on.
Pressure
Roberts,
early.
a former professional boxer, Dan. We know how good his hands are.
Absolutely, John. Pressure early from Zavada, trying to take some of those speed advantages away from Danny Roberts, who stood his ground there quite comfortably and pushed off that kick. You'll notice if you watch, oh, look at that beautiful straight left to the body from Danny Roberts. You'll notice as Danny Roberts is moving every now and then, he'll step heavy on that back foot. That's when you've got to watch out for that powerful left hand. Oh, look at this. Zavada looked for a takedown, but Danny Roberts is now clamped onto a guillotine.
Well, he switches the grip. He's got his hands together here.
Zavada's trying to fight the hands here, eats a knee, but gets out of the guillotine. Good work there, showing his pedigree. Nice elbow on the inside, but Danny Roberts gets an underhook from it.
Former members of the Black Zillion team.
And a real confidence booster as well to have someone like Hector Lombard come into your gym and effectively recruit you as a sparring partner.
He took him over to the UFC PI as well. So he's taken a look at that. Nice work there by Zavada.
Good counter left hook as well.
You mentioned Martin Zavada as well, Dan. A bit of a legend around these parts. Over 40 pro fights. He too wanted to get to fight under the bright lights here at the UFC.
Nice inside low kick from Zavada, who's now crashed forward into a clinch. Oh, goes for a sacrifice throw that fails. Danny Roberts with a good base, but still not out of danger here. He's got the top position, but Zavada is still moving to attack, trying to get his guard back here.
Jamming his forearm into the neck of Zavada, who's got an aggressive guard.
He does list the triangle choke as his favourite submission, even though he's not...
Looking for that left leg of Roberts.
That was a big shot from Danny Roberts from the top position. Zavada chasing the leg lock for a second there, but was discouraged by those big punches.
Trying to come out the back door here. Roberts got to be careful about his back. Nice work floating around by Roberts.
Zavada with a butterfly hook in, possibly looking to get another foot on the hip here so he can create some space. Nice work here, look at that, beautiful work, climbed up with a triangle. Roberts uses the opportunity to pass.
Roberts recognised that this fight had all the ingredients for excitement. Really disappointed he didn't get to throw down with Alan Jouban. I get the impression he hasn't been happy with the aftermath of it as well. He's well schooled in all disciplines actually, Dan, an ISKA kickboxing champion, a welterweight MMA champion in Germany, also won gold in the Naga grappling competition.
Big smashing elbows there from Danny Roberts.
Last 10 seconds of round number one.
Beautiful work, attacking the arm. Look at
Will
this,
Danny Roberts survive this round? It looks that way. We'll be back with round two. Be an athlete. What do you make of that, Dan?
Well, I think a part of it is down to the fact that Danny Roberts is throwing hard to try and knock him out, when in actuality, you know, he's got the speed and the power to do that without really committing full power to his shots. And then the other thing as well, he mentioned about Danny Roberts' conditioning, you know, showing that you've got good conditioning.
Zavada said that the only fight of Roberts that he watched was Mike Perry. And this is the kind of thing that Roberts engaged in during the Mike Perry fight, and the kind of thing that I believe that team are looking to get away from. He said that sometimes his past comes back to haunt him, and he just engages in these wars when he doesn't need to.
Now he finds himself on the floor in an unfavourable position as Zavada's trying to tie him up and land some shots. Good head position. Real grinder is David Zavada. Nice.
Again, going for that sacrifice throw. He was told not to do that by his corner, actually, but this time he pulled it off.
Perhaps it was partly due to the fact that he was up against the fence that stifled the takedown.
Looking to take the back dance. Rolling through, but nice work by Roberts. Also sniffs out that switch to the back.
Danny Roberts was put on notice in that last 10 seconds when he had to defend an armbar that looked very tight. Now Zavada's got a guillotine locked in. Danny Roberts is trying to bail out.
He does so. I was a little worried for Roberts there because the fence was stopping from...
Landing some short elbows up against the fence. Got to watch his arms though.
He's got it back.
Oh, looks for an ankle lock here. Possibly a heel hook position that he's going for. Nice effort to sweep. Roberts scrambled back to top.
He's a tenacious fighter, is David Zawada, because last time he went in for a leg, he ate 3 or 4 huge shots from Roberts.
Nice sweep.
Lovely sweep there. Ends up top half. Now his opportunity to strike.
Roberts taking some deep breaths here. Oh, and again on the guillotine.
Zawada jumps on the neck.
Possibly a slight miscalculation there from Zawada. Now he looks to set up a triangle, perhaps.
Roberts trying to get a little bit of posture here. Find some space to land some strikes.
See what he does with this takedown. See if he can get this single leg. He's looking for it. He's got to be careful of giving his back here. Great work by Zawada defending that. If he can get his right leg free, he's going to circle beautiful.
Crossface there by Zawada. Ends up in a good position to close out this round. We'll be back with a third and final round after the break.
Quite happy to stand his ground and trade punches with Danny Roberts. Nice outside low kick.
Henry Hoof told Roberts to stand strong. At the moment his posture's not great. Zawada too, with heavy looking hands, ambling around the octagon. This fight's taken its toll on both of these warriors.
Zawada's coming on strong here. He certainly looks like the fresher fighter. Locking up a Darce choke. Sits through. Oh, this could be bad. Danny Roberts in a bot position now. Look at Zawada drop his hips in a second. Nice work. Tries to catch the leg. Danny Roberts is doing everything to bail out. He's in a top position. You can see he's trying to create space. Stretching his arm away from him.
Lovely gator roll there by Zawada. But Roberts survives well. Nice awareness. Yes, Zawada in ascendancy here.
Oh, Danny Roberts on his knees. Look at this again, he drops through.
Triangle set up for Zawada. Sagat climbing his legs back round to try and compress everything. Bails and looks to set something else up, but he doesn't quite get the control of the head. Looking for the right leg of Roberts now.
You can see he's got a leg across the waist of Danny Roberts here. As soon as there's a moment, he's going to use that. Look at that, create some space, very nice. Potentially takes the back here. Good scramble. Nice wizard from Danny Roberts. Really strong position here in the dogfight. Now Zawada's going to scramble through again. Really good tight waist position from Danny Roberts, who now pins the bottom arm of Zawada.
He's dinging in these left hands. Roberts using everything he has, all of his motivation. His son Clay back home, his partner. He needs to muster everything to bring this over the line. As the local man Zawada still looking active on the bottom and quite possibly getting back to his feet. He reverses, now it's his chance to leave a lasting impression.
Tactical error there from Danny Roberts to try and set up a control position. I mean, these guys are giving everything they have. Last 15 seconds.
Not a drop of energy left.
Danny Roberts was hurt then. Great takedown defense though, still from a cloudy-headed Danny Roberts.
Pure instinct now by both of these fighters. As Roberts tries to hit this one home, and he lies out on the canvas next to his foe.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Takeo Kobayashi scores it 30-27, Zawada. Howard Hughes scores it 29-28, Roberts. And Ben Clarkman scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts.